been forever. You look gorgeous.
Oh my God, you look gorgeous.
So Pia, the last few years, you've had so much things that have happened and you've had ups and downs. And firstly, let's talk about the fact that you went independent recently. Last year, you were an independent artist. This year, you're back on a major label. So the first thing I want to know is, what have you learned?
Both experiences for me have been so good, and I think there are definitely benefits to both. I guess I would just say, through it all, I think it's important to remain true to yourself and be hard on what you want to say, look like, dress in, sing about everything. You know, it's important to just put your foot down and make sure you keep it there, to keep things true to who you are. But you know, I love touring and I love doing big shows and things like that. And when I was independent, I guess it really showed me when I put Bitter Love out that even though that song did so well independently, I wasn't able to give it the platform that it really deserved because I didn't have the big machine behind me. And I think that independent can work for some people, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's just like a case-by-case type of thing. But I'm definitely very happy where I'm at with Republic and EF and everybody. And my new management, I'm at Troy Carter now. So, you know, it all falls into place and you have to go on that journey and find your way. But it will work out in the end. And, you know, there's benefits and there's pros and cons.
I think it shows how much you love music, because you've had so many different opportunities, so many different hustles. You know, you've done the clothing thing. I remember seeing you in London when you launched your clothing and it was hugely successful. You also modeled for Madonna for her Material Girl, and you've acted as well. So there have been all these other jump offs, but you clearly love music so much that you've always stayed consistent to it.
I just love it. I love music, and I felt since I was a little girl, felt like it was what I was meant to do. So in any job and anything that you want, there's always ups and downs. It's always going to be a roller coaster, and you kind of just have to roll with the punches. And that's what I've really been doing, you know, just trying to only put myself in positions where I feel good and with people that are on the same page as me.
Princess video, talk to me. I want to know everything. It's so sexy.
So the Princess Visualizer was so interesting because we shot it over FaceTime. Angelo Criticos, he shot it, and it was the coolest thing. He like sent me these lights, and he sent me some not digital cameras. I don't know. These camcorder things. Mm-hmm. And then I had him on FaceTime on my computer, and literally we just like did the whole thing like that. And I didn't know what it was going to come out like, because obviously I had never done anything like that before. And Princess was so important to me, and I love that song so much. So I wanted it to, you know, have the visual that it deserved. And I think that considering the time that we're in, I was so happy with the way that came out, and it was so fun. And also when I shot it, I was like, why don't I do this all the time just anyway?
I've got to know you over the last few years, and I know everybody thinks, oh my gosh, she's this sex kitten, but you're also really sweet and really shy and kind of very family oriented. So with the Princess video, was it nice to just let loose?
Yeah, we really just vibed out, and we just made it fun. Like, you know, we need light moments, and that's exactly what the whole Princess Visualizer was. And then when I was home on Guam, I shot 2 more visualizers, which I had never really shot anything like that on Guam. So those are going to come out really soon.
I think it's also been a really exciting time for women, especially women of colour. We are all so much more empowered to be unapologetic and just being totally ourselves. How does it feel to be in this time?
I feel like I've always pushed that for myself, and you know, I've always kind of had that sense of confidence, and I haven't really been afraid to speak my mind or anything like that. But I definitely feel that as you get older, it just goes to another level. The confidence goes to another level. So shout out to all the women out here that are either finding themselves, have been found themselves for a long time now. You know, we deserve to express ourselves in any way that we want to, whenever we want to.
You've just been releasing tune after tune, and they've all been so flipping different. I Love Hot, that's my tune. What's it been like getting reaction from everyone?
I just think music is always important, and especially now, like, we can't go out, we really can't connect with our friends or see anybody, and that brings us together. So I'm gonna keep dropping music because I just think it's just so important to give us that lift of energy, even if it's just for a second. So, you know, the whole goal when I made these songs, and I made these before the pandemic happened, was just to feel good, to feel confident, and to feel sexy. It was just as simple as that. I didn't want to make anything too heavy, I didn't want to make anything too deep. I just wanted to express my sexuality and just be light for a second.
And Pia, you've gone through so many ups and downs recently, and I know you're always so very sweet and professional, but there must be moments where you just go nuts. And in those instances, who do you talk to? Is it your mom? Is it your sister, who I know you're close to?
Yeah, I think I for sure had tough times. I think everybody has, but I've always kept them private, I guess. But I was having that moment. I had just signed to Electric Feel. I was trying to understand what my next move was going to be, where my career was going, what was happening, and I was in this moment where I was feeling really bad. I sacrificed so much. I split my family up. We all go back and forth. My family sacrificed so much for me. You know, I spent so many years here, and that moment, that time right before I made Princess was why I made Princess, because I wanted to feel the way that I am portraying in that song. I think I've had so many moments where I felt lost and confused and like giving up and I want to go home.
It's also such a strange time that we're living in, where people constantly compare themselves to each other. I saw a video of you earlier, and it was with you and Sophia Richie. You lot were probably like 12, 13, I don't know, very young. You were singing, she was playing piano, you guys were just having fun. Now you both are two of a few women that are completely idolized, and people look at what you're wearing, who you're dating, what you're doing online, and it's a lot. But also it means that people have this expectation of, oh my God, they're so perfect, I want to look like them. And this I woke up like this is such crap, because it's not a reality that anyone really does wake up like this. Makeup, hair, all of that stuff helps. How do you feel about it? It's a pressure, like when people look up to you.
That's the curse of social media.
Yeah.
And movies and TV shows and everything is made to look so perfect, and it's not. And people have real lives, and everybody goes through the same things, and that's the reason why we relate to music, because people are talking about whether they're falling in love or having heartbreak or whatever their situation is. Music brings people together because we're relating on the same situations in the same moments. So you just have to remember, like, social media is not everything it's cracked up to be, and everybody always says it's never what it looks like. And you know, I have been through so much and so many traumatizing things, and you know, I choose not to share because I don't feel like it's my moment to share. But you know, when the time is right, it will come. But everybody has their things, and you just have to try to be kind to yourself and to other people, because you never know.
And Pia, like when you get into that kind of negative vibe, we all do it, and you start going on the explore page and you start comparing yourself to other artists, other people, what do you do to stop that before it gets out of hand?
Sometimes I go through periods for like a month or whatever. I'll set a timeline where I won't look at the homepage. So I'll only post or respond to people that I want to respond to, or I'll just look at certain people that make me feel good. You know, I won't let myself look at things that make me feel bad. And sometimes, like, I feel like we do it to ourselves because we've been conditioned this way with social media to like make ourselves kind of like feel bad. So I just stop. When I notice that it's happening, I just stop, and I'm just like, okay, no more. Like, I'm just gonna post if I feel like posting. If I don't, I won't, and I'm only gonna look at what I want to. It makes me feel so much better.
Pia, so you joined OnlyFans, and it's fair to say everybody had an opinion. OnlyFans has got people divided. People are like, oh my God, why are people charging? They're doing the same thing on Instagram. And then there's this other side of it. Oh my God, it's seedy. People are on there taking their clothes off for money. Okay, tell me why you wanted to join and how you feel about the whole thing, because I just feel like everybody has got a point of view on OnlyFans.
First of all, I don't think there's anything wrong with joining and making money and whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with posting whatever you want to post. There's so much pressure on other social platforms to like not clog the feed and don't post too much because you're going to annoy everybody and whatever the case may be. But I wanted to join OnlyFans because I want to show more sides of myself. I want to feel more free. I want to post what I want and say what I want whenever I want. And I want it to be a place where the people that want to follow me, you're going to come see me there because you want to follow me. And I want to talk to those people. I want to get to know those people, and I want to have more of a up close and personal type of relationship, especially now when we're stuck at home. Like, I want that. And you know, I respect everybody on there, and whatever you want to do, like, I'm here for it. And you know, do you, whether you need to provide for yourself or provide for your family or whatever the case may be, like, own it. And I think it's 100% okay.
I actually agree with you. I feel like if you don't want to see it, don't subscribe to it. That's what I would do. Like that's you have a choice, right?
Well, the thing with OnlyFans is the point of OnlyFans is it's a place where you subscribe to what you want to see. So it's personalized. So you don't have to see anything that you don't want to see. You subscribe and you see what you want.
I think one of the other things that I really admire about you is over the last few years, whenever things have got tough, you have not given up. You have found ways to make money, to use your head and to keep it moving. And you've secured the bag enough that you were able to look after yourself financially and your family, this island girl from Guam, which is so awesome. There's a lot of people here that give up or feel like, oh my God, somebody needs to come and help me, and they're sitting there waiting. What tips would you give them?
I mean, you can never sit and wait for somebody else. Everyone always tells it, it's your life, it's your career. Nobody wants it more than you. So if you're not going to put the work in, then you shouldn't expect other people to. And, you know, I've been supporting myself since I think I was 16 and my family. So, you know, I have a lot of work to do. I have people to take care of, and you got to get creative sometimes. And, you know, if you have the right intentions and you're putting in the work, it will come, and you don't have to, you know, let it be in God or the, whatever you want to call it, let it be in their hands and just put in the work, and, you know, you'll be taken care of. But, you know, you cannot sit and wait for other people, because I've tried that and it does not work.
Thank you so much. It's so good to see your beautiful little face. I cannot wait to see you in the UK. Stay safe and stay happy.
You too. I'm so happy to see you again.
See you soon. Take care. Bye, Pia.
Bye.